Okay, Knicks fans, we got to relax. So the Knicks lose to the Atlanta Hawks 112-99. The Hawks are a serious playoff contender. They go on a serious run on us in the Garden without Trey Young, basically. Without the help of Trey Young. He was there early, he got injured, he left the game, and then that totally just the Hawks from there just went ape doodle to pardon my language the day after a game. Am I emotionally tied up in this loss? Yes, I am. But I understand that even in emotional losses, you have to look at the big picture. We have to relax. We got to relax. I understand that the loss to the Hawks is bigger than just the loss to the Hawks. The loss to the Hawks means the Knicks are under 500 for the first time, or for a significant stretch. Being 0-1 means nothing. Being 3-4 means you're under 500, right? But you got to relax. Knicks fans, it's been 7 games, right? This is what we need to focus on as a Knicks fan base. After 7 games, does Jalen Brunson have chemistry with Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Evan Fournier, and Mitchell Robinson? Probably not. It'll probably take more like 15 to 20 games. But we have to consider the New York minute. We want everything done in the New York minute. But we got to relax. Does Isaiah Hartenstein have total chemistry with the second unit yet? Of course not. Of course not. Isaiah Hartenstein has been a Knick in 7 regular season games. We got to chill out. We got to relax. 7 games. 2 months from now, if I point back to this moment in time, if I point back to this moment in time 2 months from now about how Knicks fans are screaming fire Tom Thibodeau, trade everyone. Knicks fans are jumping off bridges. Knicks fans slamming their jerseys into the dirt, taking Knicks fans throwing their $40 Knicks caps into traffic. Slow down. We gotta relax. $40 for a cap? That's expensive. Slow down. $180 for a jersey for you just to slam it in the dirt? You gotta relax. Slow down. It's not worth it. Take in a deep breath and understand what it is that we're facing. We gotta relax. It's only been 7 regular season games. And Knicks fans take to social media like Twitter and declare civil war after 7 games. Easy, Knicks fans. Slow down. Slow down. Joe Schmo 729 from Long Island. Slow down. Don't go on Knicks. You don't have to go on Twitter Spaces and slam the Knicks. Easy. Just relax. Relax. It's only been 7 games. Right? Here's the thing that we need to focus on after 7 games. Quentin Grimes has only played about 5 or 10 minutes out of 7 games. Optimus Grimes, he's only been here for 5 or 10 minutes out of it. He only played 5 or 10 minutes in 7 games. Slow down. You got to relax. You're going to fire the entire front office after 7 games. Easy. Calm down. Cam Reddish still doesn't have chemistry with the team yet. You can see it. These guys are still learning how to play with each other. The new additions, and when I say new additions, hear me out, clearly. I understand that Grimes was on the roster last year in a limited role. I understand that Cam Reddish was here last year in a limited role, right? But what I'm saying is these guys are going to be dependent on this season. You have to give Brunson, Hartenstein, Reddish, Grimes, Obi, quickly time to embrace their new roles. You can't judge them on the early returns, the premature returns. You can't judge them on that. It's too early, Knicks fans. It's too early. I know, understand Knicks content creators need to create content, so why not create drama? Listen, I understand. I'm not going to do that. I'm too smart for that, right? I'm too emotionally grounded for that. And for the most part, people that watch Blorange Tears and those that are listening to this are just like me. They're too smart for that and too emotionally balanced to jump off a bridge for very early, super early, premature returns. These preemie returns have people thinking that we should fire everybody that wears blue and orange. We got to relax. What we should do is allow these new skills that these guys learned in the offseason. You saw all the offseason videos. Mitchell Robinson working on his stepdaddy, the crossover, and the 3-point shooting. You gotta wait. You gotta give these guys time to implement these new things into their game. You saw the RJ Barrett working on being more explosive at the top of the key and all this stuff. You saw Cam Reddish working on finishing at the rim and all. You got to give these guys time to implement these things into their game. And I know the easy answer is, and here's the thing, for the 50 million Knicks fans out there, right? There is a fan base or there's a portion of us, there's about 1 million of us that blame Tom Thibodeau for everything. You hear them right today, as I'm drinking my coffee, I see Knicks fans out there saying fire Tibbs. And these have got to be the most reckless. These are the ones that ruin your season. If you ever notice that your season always gets ruined by a certain narrative or a certain event, and when you look back on the season, it's never as bad as what you thought. But then that moment where you saw the irrational folks say fire Tibbs because Tibbs got beat by the Atlanta Hawks zone last night. No, Tibbs didn't get beat by the Atlanta Hawks zone last night. He didn't. Tom Thibodeau, Julius Randle, RJ Barrett knew exactly what Atlanta was doing. They just didn't have the weaponry to beat it. And sometimes you got to take the L. You got to relax. You got to relax. Because when Atlanta got into that zone last night, if the Knicks had 3-point shooting to shoot them out of that zone, we'd be having a different conversation today. We'd be having a different conversation today. The 3-point shot was not falling going into this game. That's how Atlanta knew to run the zone. So where were the Knicks going to get 3-point shooting from? They didn't have 3-point shooting for the first 6 games. Atlanta knew this and game plan to run the zone. And we expect the Knicks, just because they saw a zone, to just all of a sudden find the 3-point shot. Well, if they could find it that easy, they would not have waited 7 games to do it. We got to relax. Atlanta didn't out-coach us. They out-executed us. They out-strategized us. Chill out. We got to relax, Knicks fans. We got to relax. Right? And then plus 2, the thing is, Knicks fans had clamored all summer, all on the Knicks Morning Drive, all on the Knicks at Night podcast, saying we needed less Evan Fournier and less Derrick Rose because the kids are the future. But listen, the kids are the future. The kids are the present right now. The kids are the present. The kids are no longer the future. The kids are the present, and they can't shoot for shit. These kids can't shoot. Atlanta got into a zone, And these non-shooting kids got blown out the gym. And this is what you wanted. And now that finger that always points back to Tibbs. You got to relax. This is what you wanted. You wanted these kids to play. You wanted less Derrick Rose. Knicks fans, you wanted less Evan Fournier. You wanted more of the kids. You wanted the future of the franchise. You wanted these kids to get out there and play. But guess what? Now the kids are no longer the future. The kids are the present. The kids are the present. And now that the kids are the present, you want to fire everyone instead of allowing these kids to play through their struggles. We got to relax, man. We got to relax. Because this East that we slept on just might be better than we anticipated. We want to play these kids against this stacked Eastern Conference, but this Eastern Conference may just be that good. As of the recording of this, the Milwaukee Bucks have not lost a game. It's November. The Milwaukee Bucks are undefeated. It's November. The East may just be that good. And I'm not talking about 1 through 5 or 1 through, I'm not talking about 1 through 3 or 1 through 5 or 1 through 8 or 1 through 10. I'm saying this entire Eastern Conference may challenge everybody in it. The East may be competitive 1 through 15. They may. You don't know it yet. Before you suck your teeth and roll your eyes and look in the ceiling, think about this Eastern Conference may be good 1 through 15. And I don't mean anybody 1 through 15 can win an NBA championship. What I mean is the Knicks may not have a night off. All season long, the Knicks may not have a night off. And if the Knicks can't take a night off, Julius Randle and RJ Barrett's shooting cannot take a night off. When RJ Barrett and Julius Randle are missing a ton of shots, this Knicks team has no chance, period. When Julius and are shooting and are slow, this team has no chance. And last night, this team looked like it had no chance. Once Atlanta got going, this team had a chance. 112, the Atlanta Hawks should never be enough to win. The Atlanta Hawks scored 112 points, right? Teams should be able to beat Atlanta if they are held to 112 points. But since we can't shoot, we only scored 99. On a night that the Knicks can shoot, the Knicks would have held Atlanta to that 112, and we'd have scored 120, 123, something like that. But on nights that Julius Randle and RJ Barrett are slumping or can't create, are not effective. See, because this should have been a big game for RJ Barrett. This should have been a huge game for Julius Randle, but it wasn't. And no lie, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you. I think the turnovers in that zone killed us tonight. And I know turnovers are different. Turnovers are like dogs, right? Turnovers are like dogs. You have security dogs and you have lap dogs, right? You say you travel, the other team takes the ball out of bounds. It's a turnover, but it's a dead ball turnover, right? It's like a lap dog. It's still a dog. It's just a lap dog. But when you throw a bad pass against the zone and it's picked off by an athlete that goes the other way and dunks, that 4-point swing feels like a dagger. It's like an interception in football on fourth down and 32, and you throw up a Hail Mary and the other team picks it off. It's like a punt. But when you throw a pick six, it's like a dagger. And see, we had a lot of pick sixes last night, a lot of daggers, A lot of long passes picked off, and they go the other way and they score easily. It's one of the reasons why their field goal percentage is inflated, because those that watched the game knew Atlanta could not score on us in the half court. Atlanta could not score on us in the half court. Period. They got a bucket here and there, but their field goal percentage against us was terrible. So do we have to cut down on the turnovers? Yes. Do we have to let these kids play through their mistakes? Yes. Do you have to recognize fans? If you said you wanted less Fournier and less Rose, and the organization gave you less Fournier and less Rose, you can't complain. And you have to understand every organization that has new pieces to it has to develop chemistry. Allow Jalen Brunson to get better with his teammates. Allow Isaiah Hartenstein to get better with his teammates. Allow Cam Reddish, Quentin Grimes, Obi Toppin in their new roles to get better with their teammates. It's called chemistry, people. You got to relax. You got to relax. You don't want to jump off. You don't want to jump off a bridge after 7 games. You got to relax. You don't want to throw your brand new fresh Knicks cap into traffic, get it run over by a cab. That's $40. Y'all throwing y'all hats in traffic. Calm down. You got to relax. Y'all are taking off y'all $180, $200 jerseys and slamming them on the floor. You got to relax. It's only 7 games. Calm down. And stop these stupid Fire Time Thibodeau chants. It's ridiculous. It's only 7 games. You got to give them some time to figure it out. And on a bonus note, I want to challenge real Knicks fans. I want to challenge people with some forethought, some insight. I want to challenge a smart fan. Those that have listened to the end of this audio recording. I want to ask you a question. Is Immanuel Quickley the Knicks' best player? And should the Knicks start to acquiesce towards giving Immanuel Quickley a bigger role as a player? Think about that. When Immanuel Quickley's shot is not going, does he have the ability to do other stuff? Yes. And those other things that Immanuel Quickley will do when his shot's not going, does he do that at a high level? Yes. It's time to start considering Immanuel Quickley as one of the players that have a bright future with the Knicks. Listen, relax, folks. It's 7 games. We have a game Friday night. Things will either seem better or worse after that game, but it won't seem like things seem today. We got to relax. Take a deep breath. I'm your main man, Uncle Freezy, man. Coming through. I wanted to do this joint because I wasn't able to do a joint this morning because of multiple things, some personal stuff. But we're rocking anyway. Love you, Knicks fans. Listen to this to the end, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Peace.